To praying through the Bible number 72, Judges 6 through 7, a prayer of hesitation. We dare ask God for a sign in prayer. Are we comfortable asking? In Judges chapter 6, verse 34, in the Holman Christian Standard, it says, "The Spirit of the Lord took control of Gideon." The CSB reads, "enveloped Gideon." Literally, God clothed Gideon. Despite being clothed by God with his Spirit, that doesn't impede Gideon or ourselves from giving in and being controlled by our own human weaknesses. When one is not used to wearing God's armor, it doesn't wear comfortably. This untested warrior blows the ram's horn and rallies his soldiers, chapter 6:34. Then he sends messengers throughout northern Israel who also come to his aid, chapter 6:35, and everything looks promising. And then Gideon hesitates. Our doubts betray good intentions, and even we betray ourselves. Usually we know right from wrong. We just let ourselves talk ourselves out of the right decision. Gideon prays, "If you will deliver Israel by my hand, as you said," chapter 6:36. If. In this context, we find three sources of doubt or hesitation. Fear, chapter 6:27, inadequacy, chapter 6, verse 15, and inexperience, chapter 6, verse 15. Of those three, which is your nemesis? I will put a wool fleece on the threshing floor. If dew is only on the fleece and all the ground is dry, I will know that you will deliver Israel by my strength, as you said. Chapter 6:37. God kept his end of the bargain. Notice both the promise and the test end with Gideon saying, "as you said," because "as you said" really means, can I trust you? Not much of a test, is it? How easy would it have been for somebody to just sneak in there and pour water on the fleece? Apparently, Gideon realized this was not exactly a Mensa test. So he says, "Don't be angry with me. Let me speak one more time. Please allow me to make one more test with the fleece. Let it remain dry and the dew be all over the ground." Chapter 6:39. Again, God kept his end of the bargain. But these tests are not Gideon's first request for signs. Before all of this, he had been promised by God success, chapter 6, verse 14. Being from the wrong side of the tracks, lacking confidence, he asked for a sign in chapter 6, verse 17, and got a sign. Fire came up from the rock, people, and consumed the meat and the unleavened bread, chapter 6:21. That's actually a more difficult test than the next one he asked for, which is the exact opposite of fire, water. Unexpectedly, Gideon is typical of God's greatest leaders. He is qualified because he is unqualified. Sometimes we have to become unqualified enough for God to use us. God's best leaders are reluctant, not wanting the job, either out of humility or lack of confidence. Before leading the people into battle, God tells Gideon to shrink the ranks. "You have too many troops for me to hand the Midians over to them, or else Israel might elevate themselves over me and say, 'My own strength saved me.'" Chapter 7, verse 2. God wants to emphasize our dependence on him and his power. I think that is why God commonly uplifts people who doubt themselves into positions of leadership, not puffed up with pride that they know that they cannot succeed, and even doubt whether they can succeed with God on their side. They doubt whether God could use them. They think they will just get in God's way. Maybe the greatest sign that we can receive is our own sense of inadequacy. What is our prayer challenge? Asking for a sign means recognizing our lack of power. Signs do not have to be miraculous to be from God. If you need to ask, ask, and then stop hesitating. Let God take control and envelop you with His Spirit. Start praying. This has been Praying Through the Bible, number 72, Judges 6 through 7, a prayer of hesitation. My name is Perry Hall. Please subscribe, please like, feel free to make a comment or leave any prayer request, and I will pray for you as I ask you to pray for me. Thank you.